Caps over.
I see a problem.
Over. Oh, that looks good. Doesn't even fit in the hole. If you look down, that's the gap between the cylinder head and the intake manifold. Where is it going to come out? There it is. Ah, yes. That's good. And then you can see on my fingertip and on my index finger, you can see that piece right there. Alright, so we're continuing where we left off. I'm going to actually do the timing chain. I'm just lining it up dot to dot for right now, and then I'm going to degree it and check it. So right now, take my chain. Yeah, I guess I could rotate it. Yeah. So I'll just go dot to dot for right now.
Wait, no, we'll never have to take it off. What do you mean?
Yeah.
This motor's gonna last forever.
Duh.
Right on.
The good thing is I got the right size dowel. You can see how it's flush. But I'm not running a cam driven pump, so I'm not running the part that sticks out that actually uses that, so I don't really care. There we go. Pull it back towards you a little bit. I have that box.
Wow.
There we go. 23.5 foot-pounds, 23 even. Still. Just want to do a couple rotations on it, get everything that has lubrication lubricated again. Right here I think is the hardest part, right at 24.5, 25 pounds.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's fine.
Perfect.
And then I should be lined up. And just reline it up dot to dot and leave it there. Alright. Alright. Let's go get
Let's put some heads on this thing. Oops. Nice.
I mean, technically, yeah. That is the next thing. Alright. Well, we're going to actually start working on this thing, if you can believe that. It's been sitting for a long time, man. I mean, look at this. It's dust. I'm going to have to do a revival of my own freaking vehicle. Okay. So I got the head studs. Marty went ahead and he chased out all the thread holes to get all the gunk that was just in there out. We've done that like 4 times now, but there's still more stuff in there. Chased them all, tightened them all hand tight. Now they're ready to set a head on. We're going to test fit the head. We need to go change springs later today because I have hydraulic springs, clips, and retainers on it. So I need to change it over to a solid roller set of springs. So for now, we're just going to test fit a cylinder head. So we're going to drop one of them on and just make sure everything looks right. See what it looks like. We'll back off.
Those are some pretty big valves. Oh, they're big, yeah. Alright. See if I can't crush my fingers doing this.
It's alright. The head's worth more than your finger anyways.
That's true.
Just look at that. Look how nice that thing went on. Is it sitting flush? Almost, not quite. There it goes. Wow, that was easy.
And those little adapters will grab it. See how it'll have a little bit of movement?
That is pretty fancy. Don't believe it hitting any pistons.
Without a head gasket.
Yeah, without it. That is
first
true.
is a TDC.
Yeah, so this piston's all the way up. Although the valve isn't open, but yeah. Yeah, there's no gasket, obviously. I'm just trying to get a feel for how everything's going to look and
It's
sit.
sitting pretty.
Probably ought to paint the motor tonight, too. If I can get throw an old pan on it, an old cover on it, and just shoot the whole thing. Oh, wait, I got the exposure wrong. Yes, I know my head can give me cancer. Oh, no. Oh, I hate this. Oh, what the frick? This is going on the backside. This is ridiculous. Oh my gosh, this is that just ruined my day.
What?
When you try to take the sticker off and it just peels. Oh man. What's that?
So this is the nicest Lego set I ever seen.
Yeah, it's a little more expensive. Some assembly required.
Some assembly?
Some. Darn 'em. So this is AFR's port match intake. It's designed for these heads, and if you look down, that's the gap between the cylinder head and the intake manifold. It is absolutely perfect.
And it's not even on exactly right.
Yeah, no, we just kind of just plopped it on. Nothing's torqued down yet or bolted down. But yeah, I mean, you can see every single one of these ports. You can see that one down there. Can't probably see that one, but yeah, these two right here you can see are just perfect. You can see all the way in. So this thing's gonna make some power. Make all the beans.
Oh yeah.
Big boy beans. Wow, that is cool looking. Look how tall that thing is too. It's a good thing my F100 has a ton of room clearance underneath the hood.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, I gotta get these dang stickers off. That bugs the heck out of me. They're these kind that just do this the whole time and just peel off, and I don't want to take a razor blade to scratch the head, so I gotta do it by hand. So that's gonna be fun. I'm already like 40 minutes late. Woo! Hey, we need one of these. Yeah, we need one of these. Yeah, I know. Are you going hydraulic roller or no?
Ooh.
This thing's nice. Let's check this out. So this is 289 base, yeah? Or is it
289.
302 block, roller block, with a 289 crank?
Yep.
Okay.
And I machined the slinger off the back so that it fits.
Wow, that's fine.
With the one piece remain.
Oh, remain. Oh, nice. Oh, wow. So what part did you take off? Like on the...
There's like a little thing that sticks up, like on 289s, that you have to like, just basically make it flush.
Got it, got it. See, mine says don't blow up.
Yeah.
But Ethan's out here with a real message. Make sure everybody knows.
Give you them assembled or?
Alright, so we got our new springs compared to the old ones. And they are way bigger. Look at these things. So these are the solid springs. Our camera battery's about to die. But yeah, we're just swapping all the caps over.
I see a
all the shields
problem.
over. Oh, that looks good. Doesn't even fit in the hole. Oh, that's great. Alrighty guys, well I think it's finally time we actually drain the oil and figure out what possibly might have happened without going in too great of depth. I don't think I'm going to take the motor out of the truck today, obviously, and actually pull it apart. I still have another motor to put together, so there's no point in taking it apart. But we are going to cut the filter open and check if there's material in it. We're also going to drain the oil. So I am going to go ahead and crack the drain plug on this thing down here. And if you guys ever wondered, this has a front sump or also 6-quart pan on it. And the issue with that, the primary issue with that, as you can see right there, it's very close to the crossmember, and yes, it just drains all over the crossmember, makes a huge mess, so enjoy. Okay. So this is either gonna go great, or it's gonna go really poorly, and I have a hunch. So the nice thing, since this is a relatively new engine, I mean, it's got split like 6,000 miles on it, and I also want to reiterate, this thing is not broken, it's just hurt. Like, it runs, it's making noise, and naturally when a motor makes noise, you take it apart. So it could be valvetrain, it could be bottom end, but I'm gonna start with the simple things, which is the filter and the oil. So, where is it gonna come out? There it is. Ah, yes. Oh, yeah, this is why I hate this. Don't actually, I mean, obviously I can't tell just by looking at it, but don't actually see. Those look like air bubbles. I'm not really sure what I'm looking at here. But I mean, the oil looks good from what I can see, but there could be chunks of metal in it. I honestly don't know. But I mean, for what's just on my finger, I'd say it looks actually pretty good. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and get our filter off, which hopefully I didn't put on that tight. I probably did. I did. Nice. Okay. So here's an old trick I learned, I don't know how long ago. If you don't have an oil filter wrench like me for whatever dumb reason, you can use a bike chain. You take the chain. It's just a regular bicycle chain, literally. We'll wrap it around like so. You'll push it together like that. Well, it's been sitting for a while, so yeah. Oh, she's on there.
I got it to budge a tiny bit.
Now, I have smarter solutions than that. Oil filter wrench? No, we have way more solutions. I'll tell you one thing, you want to learn how to work on cars fast? Don't use any of the right tools. Use the wrong ones, and that'll teach you very, very well-engineered solutions to problems that you will encounter. I promise you.
And when you have the right ones, you get stuff done twice as fast.
And then you'll lose them, and you still won't use them.
Yep.
You still won't use them. Okay, so bike chain, wrench, fold it over. This thing is really tight. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
It's going though.
Holding position.
Nope, I ain't letting go of it, dude, until I get it to come loose. But you can see the chain, as you twist it, bites into it. So you fold it over itself, and then grab the access from the back, and then pull it. Oh, the chain folded. The chain has to be on top of itself, it can't be next to it, otherwise it won't work. So you want to keep it on top as you can. There it goes. Look at that. Bitchin'. What are the odds? And you can see how charred up this thing is. This thing was very tight. I have no clue why it was this tight. I think it honestly was from me getting it like super hot so many times. because I tighten them all the same. I just go hand tight. I don't own a wrench. I can't tighten it that tight, you know? All right, you ready to cut this bad boy open?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well,
Oh, dude, you got the sparkly oil.
that's great. Well, that's always good. Yeah, I always wanted to do metallic gold.
They charge extra for that, don't they?
Yeah, it's a lot extra. It's an entire another motor extra.
Oh, damn.
You know, I think we just put some 1540 Rotella in this thing and it'll go. Well, if that doesn't, there's no way that's a lifter, that's a bearing. I mean, that's a lot of metal. Well, let's cut this thing open and make a bigger mess. Damn, that is gnarly. That's good.
She's got that factory bearing delete.
Yeah, that's alright. It was worth it. We had fun.
Did cool burnouts.
It did very cool burnout. Which this hopefully does not happen to again. It probably will. That's alright.
Oh, it'll happen.
It's alright. Still gonna send it though.
Well, duh. We'll have a hell of a lot of fun before it happens.
Well, that's always a good sign.
Oh yeah, she's bent.
So there's chunks in the base. There's none on this side, which is good. That's what you want.
I don't care about any of that.
Oh yeah. Let's see if we can get some whole slices. Oh, there's a piece.
Yep.
Piece right there.
There's some down there.
There's a good one. Look at that. See if I can get that out actually. Look at that thing. That's wild. Well, that's always fun. And then you can see on my fingertip, a piece right there. So there's definitely metal in this thing. But you know what? We had a good time making this metal. It's metal soup. Well, so there's that. That's exactly what I was expecting, to be honest. It's actually, I want to say, not as much metal as I was expecting. I was expecting more chunks, but a lot more stuff like that. But I mean, it's obviously there. You're not gonna.
The oil's metal flake.
Yeah. So okay. So I mean, like I've been saying in the past a bunch. I was pretty positive it was a bearing. When we did our Canyon run, I was revving out. I was being very irresponsible, which I always am with this truck, which is just natural the way it is. I was revving out to 6,600 and then fully decelling it. I think the decelling is what killed the thing, because when it's on a full load and then instantly decel it really hard, the crank doesn't have a girdle on it. It's a stock crank with a stock rods, stock hardware too. I very budget built this thing and I pushed it as hard as I could. So I'm pretty sure the crank walked in either a rod bearing or a main bearing or whatever. One of those obviously left the chat. That is not a lifter. There's no way. I don't think so. But we will need to pull it apart. I'm not going to pull it apart quite yet because I'm not done with the one that's in the garage for it yet. When I finish that one, we'll be ready to kind of do the swap. So I'm going to pull the hood and the front clip of the truck off probably in the next video. Work on doing some wiring stuff and some fuel system stuff. Because we are going to be running a coil unplug ignition setup from this thing from Holley, as well as full ED5 compatible EFI. So I need to put a different fuel system in this. So if you guys remember, I have just the stock tank. It's just the in-cab tank on this thing, which is, you know, pretty plain Jane interior. So I figure fuel injection setup after a return line. So instead of plumbing one into this tank and welding on this tank and making this tank accept it, I think it would just be better to just put a cell in the back of the truck. So I'll probably pull the bed off of it pretty soon because it's just way easier to get to everything. And plus the bed's never actually been on this truck straight. It's kind of crooked. You can almost kind of see it. Like, kind of look at it from the back, the bulge of the cab sticks out a little bit on this side for whatever weird reason. Yeah, so if you're following behind this truck, everyone tells me it crab walks. It doesn't crab walk. I measured at least twice when I put the rear end in this thing, so that's enough. It doesn't crab walk. So I need to get the bed figured out. It wouldn't be a bad idea to change the cab mounts while we're there, do stuff like that. I know there's a lot of people that are gonna say, well, why don't you just Crown Vic swap it? Well, that adds like 5 to 10 grand onto the price because I'm gonna want to get wheels and brakes, and there's a lot more to it. Just put it that way. I want to finish some other stuff before I Crown Vic swap it, but it would be a little bit easier. Just pull the bed off, take measurements for the cell, get the cell in it, get the lines ran, and then put the bed back on it. Way easier than trying to Crown Vic swap it and put a whole new frame under it. That would take forever. So
I was thinking with the cell, since you're talking about mounting it in the back, right?
Yeah.
With the cell, obviously you don't want to see it back here.
No, yeah.
So we could actually cut out a section of this and make it so we can open it.
Yeah, literally.
And it'll look flush, like it'll still look like the normal bed.
Yep. And I mean, obviously it is temporary because I will eventually chassis swap it and I'll have to raise the whole bed floor up anyways for the 7-inch notch I did. But for now, super fun. I'll show you guys some tips and tricks if you guys are are looking to put the tank in the back, I know how I want to do it, so I'll share all that info with you guys. All you F100 guys, I want to get rid of your in-cab tank, I definitely recommend doing it. It's better for weight distribution too, because this thing boils the tires through second gear even with this crappy motor that's in it. So yeah, a lot of stuff I want to fix. Just stuff that because I've had this since I got this when I was 15, 16 years old, and so I've done stuff, built it, realized I sucked when I was younger, and I wanted to redo it. So this is me coming back around for like the 6th time redoing stuff, and it'll never stop. I'm not getting rid of this truck, so this is one of those things where I'll buy it, build it, do some stuff, tear it all down, do it again, tear it all down, do it again, over and over and over. So it's not really one of those things. I'm not a guy that's like, okay, I have to do this one time and I never want to touch it again. I don't like those kind of people. I'm not that kind of person. I'll work on it until the day I die. Hope you guys are excited for that. F100 is definitely coming back. Let me know specifically what you guys want to see in terms of content with it and in terms of working on it, or any maybe ideas or things that you want to see me do. Let me know. Grab your merch at 909speedcompany.com if you do want to support the build. That would really mean a lot to me. That helps out. This is getting impeccably expensive because we still have to build that car. There's never a shortage of projects around here, so.
That one's gonna be fun.
Yeah, that's the biggest reason I don't want a Crown Vic swap is because I need to get working on this one. This one needs to get its Coyote motor pretty soon, so.
Oh yeah.
So with that being said, like the video if you did enjoy it. Let me know what you think down in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video with the F100.